Having a hard time with that?
No. It just wasn't burning even.
I see. Yeah, that's why I got a torch today, because I was like, I've been having that issue smoking cigars lately. So
Smoking blunts? Better not be smoking blunts, dude.
not right now. Not until October 1st.
October? God damn.
Yeah, doing 6 months, yeah.
Nice. You're going to smoke in
October
October
because
for
he
Drake?
always does sober October.
I know. I thought the same thing. I'm like, everybody's going to be doing sober October. I'm just going to be rolling the blunt. Like,
Who is everybody that does sober October?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pretentious assholes who want to post about it on Facebook. I'm going sober. I'm going to stop doing coke for a week. Shut the fuck up, dude.
I feel like I'm getting called out here. Nah, it's okay. It is a little pretentious.
Yeah, that's good for you. Whatever makes you happy, you know.
Yeah, it's just, I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure out if it's something that I actually need or something that's just like a bad coping mechanism, because I've never really given it like the old college try of like 6 months completely sober. So I got to kind of discover that for myself, I guess.
I wish we had a computer set up out here right now, because I want to know where that comes from.
What, sober
old
October?
college try.
Oh, college try.
Because I'm like, what is, like,
That's an old
it
people
just makes me
term.
wonder where, because these sayings came from somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, if I was a fucking person at this intersection right now, I would fucking be beeping these shit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
out of
too.
my
Just rolling
horn.
out my window. Fuck you, pussy.
Yeah, I'd be like, you fucking fat.
But yeah, I always thought about like taking. I need to probably take a smoke break. Just I smoke every day. I just in the morning wake up. I'm like, you know what? It's time for a dab. It's like maybe I don't need that in my life, and maybe I would be a little more.
Yeah, I've tried
progressive.
it.
I don't know if progressive is the right word, but yeah, a little more on top of things.
Yeah.
Fuck that. For me, fuck that. If anything, because like, the real problem with me in the morning is if I drink too much the night before, even if I don't drink too much necessarily, but like hit that level of just, I'm drunk right now, it just creates this lag when I wake up, especially early in the morning. You're blocking my shot. What the fuck, dude?
Test 1 2.
This is my
headphones are a
good
little low.
side. But no, like the dabs for me, because I like just recently I went like 2 weeks, I'd say, and didn't take a dab at all in the morning, and I didn't have a cartridge or anything like that, and it fucking definitely affected my mood.
You're in a bad mood?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was just like, it's just so fucking early is the thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I could not drink at all. And like still when I wake up in the morning, like I may be in a better mood, but it's still just like, well, I hate that. Being up before the sun makes me want to fucking throw stuff.
That is true. That is tough, dude.
And I don't think it'll ever be a thing where like I'm happy. I don't feel like I dab too much now these days though. I don't know. I've been pretty ripped since my sister got back from California. I had sent her money to bring me stuff. I've been pretty much straight ripped since then. But I don't know. It's like wake up, take a dab. That's my mood stabilizer.
Yeah.
Until I've like my pre-workout kicks in, and then I'm fucking feeling good. You know, I'm ready to go. I'm awake. And then I like to take a dab before I work out, because then that like it just helps slow me down, and then I can fucking feel it more. But then when I'm at home, it kind of just depends, like for the nighttime, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, am I playing zombies? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, dude, we just played this game for 2 hours straight. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go
See,
take
what I was
another
thinking
dab.
too. What I was thinking was just quitting morning and just doing like a nighttime, like go to bed, like see what it's like, see through my day to see if I'm doing more stuff or if I'm on top of it. Maybe my memory won't be as fucked up. When I smoke, dude, my short-term memory, I'm like, oh,
dude,
fuck, I'm all over the place.
That's one thing I've just got in the periods that I have quit is like my memory is shit either way.
It is, yeah. See, I'm just fried. I've fucked my brain up too much a little bit, but I mean, I was all right, I guess.
Honestly, though, I feel like these days, it's 2025, dude. I feel like people are expected to remember way fucking more than what we ever were before.
Yeah.
I mean, half of our entertainment even is online, you know? It's like, oh, okay, so I do all the shit that I do in a day, and then I also am trying to remember right now who's on my fantasy football team, and it's the off season. You know what I mean? It's like how can I be expected to fucking hit all those details all the time? Imagine if life would have like stayed quote unquote uncivilized. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, we wake up today. We gotta fucking go get
Hunt
some water.
gather.
Exactly. We hunt. We gather. We put a few things together. Oh, this hut that we have is broken, so we gotta fix it. Like it's like these obvious things right in front of your face, and you're like, oh yeah, we know we gotta do this now. And it's like, as hard as it would have been, it's a lot less to have to remember.
Yeah. Well, I think that's like a hard thing to tell too. Is like how much of the memory is like just due to like our attention span being lower versus like, oh, I'm taking this out of my life and that's supposed to help my memory, but then it doesn't. I don't know.
Holy fuck, I'm cooking in this bitch.
Yeah, dude.
I bet with those black pants on.
Yeah, I'm way hotter than I thought it was.
In our new studio.
I'm gonna sit down to get this tattoo, and she's gonna be like, dude, you stink.
Yeah, you sweaty bitch.
Yup, a little bit.
What's your tattoo you getting?
I'm getting a tattoo of Apollo.
Oh, pot leaf?
Apollo.
Oh, Apollo. Be
Dude,
like
if I ever get a pot leaf tattoo, somebody better hit me and hit me hard. Call Pedro immediately. Dude, that guy is something, dude. This man is like, he calls me the other day, he's like, man, I swear God just wants me to go to jail. God wants me to go to jail. And I'm like, what the fuck happened now? Like, am I gonna have to bail you out or something? No. He's at some smoke shop getting something, and some dude pulls up and parks, blocks him in. So then he's talking to the dude. He's like, yo, bud, you're going to have to get the fuck out of the way and shit like that.
That's
so
the way
the dude starts talking shit to him back. Something along the lines of like he goes inside, comes back out, and he either hit him or pushed him to the ground, something like that.
Push Pedro to the ground or Pedro pushed him?
Pedro pushed him.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense.
And then Pedro like threw water on him, I guess. And was like, yeah, now go change your bitch ass suit.
No
and
way.
I was like,
dude, that's assault.
and I'm just like, so how is this God's fault? Like, how is that God wanting you to go to jail?
Well, God sent the guy there to block him in, dude. Why would God send that guy to park right behind him and block him in?
I guess. Dude, this is my thing. Does it? I don't think this makes me a bitch. I think it just makes me an adult. I would have been like, hey, bro, would you mind moving your car? I'm trying to get out right now.
Seems logical.
And then if he would have been like, oh, blah, 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 you're going to have to wait, I'd have been like, all right, dude, let's not be a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
Right now.
You have to
And
wait
start
until
a fucking
he pops
confrontation.
off a
How
little
about you
bit.
just get the fuck out of my way, and I'll get out of here. We never got to see each other again.
Yeah,
and
no,
then if he
that's
still
for
wants
sure.
to run his mouth, then there you go. We can have a fucking issue and actually have a physical altercation. But, like, I'm just like, does it make me a bitch that I would have just been nice first? Just been like, hey, bro. Did you notice?
No, I think that's just like some good old-fashioned manners.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like being non-confrontational is always going to go better than the opposite.
And that's the exact opposite of what Pedro is. Pedro is confrontational, like just like straight up. Like that's his first option is I'm gonna fight you.
Yeah, there's always a point. Like there can be a point where it's like, okay, I need to be confrontational. You need to like get your shit together. But
like if we were like, Pedro, you're making too many racist jokes on Facebook lately, he'd be like, okay, you won't beat my ass about it.
Yeah, that is something that he would say.
That'd be the
Who's
answer.
gonna do something about it?
and then I'll just be like, okay, my bad. I'll take that down.
We are just like, oh my god, dude. And that's why we don't. That's like why if you see us out with Pedro and Pedro's doing too much, don't come up to us and be like, hey, your friend did this. Be like, yeah. I mean, he'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I'm basically 30. I can't come to your aid and be like, why are you guys trying to fight my friend? And then him be like, oh, I threw water on them because they parked in front of me. I mean, it's like, if I'm standing there just like trying to think.
Shut the fuck up.
Those damn
they're
dogs.
barking at us too.
Probably. Yeah, and one of them's a bloodhound, so he just screams bloody murder.
Oh my god.
Yep.
I forgot.
Oh yeah.
I love dogs, dude.
They're all right.
You're more of a cat guy.
Yeah, I have 3 cats.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
definitely-
I like dogs. I just don't want to take care of one.
Dude,
to be
this is
honest.
what fucking irritates me about this guy so much. Oh, dogs are just so high maintenance. Dogs are so high maintenance. Not all of them, first of all. And second of all, you have a cat and its back legs don't work.
I mean, yeah, I didn't choose that to happen. We got the cat when the back legs did work, and then they got out.
Which is fair. But I remember a moment in time where you were like I know if this happened to Willie, you would do anything you could to save him. I was like,
I would have done it. I would have done it for Willie.
See,
just
I
so
wouldn't.
he
I wouldn't
knows.
sit here and tell
Good
you
old
like. I
Willie.
mean, end of the day, I do love him, but like, end of the day, he is a cat. But to be fair, though, too, Willie has been able to go outside most of his
Willie's
life.
He's an old buck. See, I had a
So it's
had a
like he
young
would
little
never
kitten,
be the
pretty
same.
much.
Yeah, I guess. But still, I mean, you gotta fucking do whatever so that thing can pee.
Yeah. We just have to squeeze her out like a balloon.
Yeah, you get the right type of dog. You get a dog, you just put him on the chain, tell him get the fuck out there.
Yeah. But then the dog's so needy at home. It's like always cats they mind their own business. Dogs
Yeah,
like
that's
always
true.
want to be up in your shit.
Again, does depend on the dog. Depends on how you raise
that's
them
fair, but a
sometimes,
lot
too.
of dogs too are like that.
If anything, they go outside or whatever.
Yeah, they just
you know?
like they just want to be loved. They love you unconditionally too. I like dogs. Like when dogs are around, I'm like happy. I just don't want to. I don't want to take it out in the winter. Like when it's cold out, I
yeah.
don't want to take it outside to go to the bathroom. I don't want to clean up messes. I don't want it to chew up my shit.
Yeah, dog chewing up your
That's
shit.
true.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of people's grown dogs that chew stuff up.
That's true. That's true
My
too.
my
Yeah, mine
dog
don't.
is so bad. Anytime I talk about it, people are like, "Oh, is he just a puppy?" I'm like, "No,
He's an
he's 5
asshole."
years old." I'm like, he is not even close to a puppy. He just fucking has lost his mind.
You literally have the Masters playing on your phone still.
Oh yeah, I've got the dude. It's Masters Sunday. I'd say it's playing on my phone. Bryson DeChambeau and Rory are about to go for the lead. It's gonna be a battle all day.
Do you have to like you pay for an app or?
No, so I have it on YouTube TV right now. But the great thing
okay.
about the Masters is they do have the live stream. It's the only major that has the live stream on the Masters.com, and you can watch like the live stream, the featured groups.
Really?
And that's what they were saying in the video I was watching. So when the Masters sold the TV stations, they sold for cheaper and made less than all the other majors, but they had to use words like patrons instead of fans because they're not fanatics. They they put the guy on suspension, like the lead broadcaster for CBS, because he called the fans a mob one time. Yeah, like they have to use specific verbiage, and they so that they can say how their course is described and stuff, and how their fans and the experience is described. Like, it's a very weird, that half-an-hour video I watched, I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, so the Master, they're very particular. Like, they just allowed the first woman to be in there 11 years ago. So 2012, 2011, they allowed the first woman, I forget, club member. And like I said, it was very segregated before too. And you can't buy your way in. You can't buy a club membership. You could have all the money in the world. You have to be invited. And they only do a
Wow.
specific amount of members.
It's interesting.
Yeah, no, it's a very you're in type of club.
Yeah, I always enjoyed watching Bill Murray play golf. He have his big Dr. Seuss hat or whatever.
Yeah.
That shit sounds lame as fuck.
I mean, it just depends. I don't know. I'd like to go to the Masters, but they also.
I just think it's funny though too when they're like. So you're talking about a club, like a golf club.
Yeah, so it's,
And they just invited their first woman 11 years ago.
Yeah, to be a member.
It's I don't know. I get it. My thing is just bro, there's a lot of rich women out there too. A lot of rich women that could buy things. It's you guys could start a club that's all women.
Yeah, but the thing about this is the 89th Masters. The course is very specific. It's hard to shoot high score or low scores on there. And they play the golf course every year, and it's still just a battle, a test. It's the most prestigious golf club in America, and
Which I'm not saying that it's not a bad thing. What I'm saying is it just irritates me that in sports, It just seems like a lot of women, especially over the last like 5 years, are looking to be like, oh, we want to be a part of this. And we want to be in this grouping with you. And it's like, wouldn't it be a little bit cooler if you just kind of made your own
built
grouping?
your own, instead of like being a part of like, we want like the NBA and WNBA is a big thing. Like Angel Reese is like, I might hold out for more money, and it's like, yo girl, your league hasn't made money ever. It's actually been a financial burden to the NBA for a long time. And then
I wouldn't say it's gonna. I wouldn't consider it a burden, but I get
kinda,
that. Like
it's a negative,
it's a financial loss.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Like, instead, like, compete in the market, right? Like, you're upset about being segregated against ABC. Go start your own thing. But then, like, a lot of people, they just like, they don't want to have to go through all the work.
Yeah.
It's easier for them to just say, hey, make me join,
Yeah.
and use whatever to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. It just drives me nuts. Like, what happened to integrity?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about it's always money this, it's always money that. Like, you're not happy with the amount of money that you make as a WNBA basketball player, right? You guys could start quitting.
Yeah, that's
and
what she
then
said.
what do we do? Well, might have to make less money, but you can go to a different women's basketball league. It's probably a lot less money. You might have to do other things, build some of your own brands and shit like that. But if you all start leaving and you have real fans that follow you, they're going to go to that league.
Yep.
And then maybe they can actually make a profit at their level. And maybe you actually get paid more in like bigger percentage margins.
Yeah, the only female basketball player that could pull something like that off, though, would be Caitlin Clark. She's the only one who has like, if you like look at like when
That's
she
not
plays
true.
compared to like
the only one singular person.
Yeah, that would like be able to make a league. Like if she moved,
I
like
didn't
that
say
league
make
would
a
be
league.
better
I'm sure
than the
there's other-
WNBA. Like if she left, because
If
she's
their
got the
top
viewership.
50 most popular players left, even the most popular top 15, it's going to cause a big effect.
Yeah.
Just like with the NBA. If the NBA, they were all like, oh, we want to go play for whatever's below the NBA and more like a semi-pro type of deal, and their top 15 stars decided to leave, the NBA would have a fucking problem on their hands. They'd be like, yo, we need to get those guys back here ASAP. The WNBA already doesn't make a profit. So if their top 15 stars left because they were like, yo, we don't, or at least threaten that they're going to leave, like, we don't like how much we're getting paid.
And
pay us more or we're gone. Because the NBA makes enough of a profit still.
Yeah, I mean the
that
NBA
they
is fine, and like their
absolutely
social
could pay
media
them
reach.
more.
I mean they're smaller than they were in the '90s. Like it was most popular in the '90s. Somebody just put me onto that. I didn't know that. Peak athleticism, sure, but like the '90s, because of Michael Jordan, was when they were most popular. Saudi, they bought or made their own golf league. So there's like the PGA Tour, and then a bunch of golfers. Like the guy who's in second, Bryson DeChambeau, he moved over to Saudi. Like Brooks Koepka won a couple majors, maybe 5 majors, 4 or 5. But like, so they got a bunch of like kind of older golfers, some that were falling off, but they paid them hundreds of millions of dollars because they can, and they like kind of bought their own golf league. Now it's on Fox on Sundays, I think, Fox Sports. So they've been getting better TV deals. But yeah, something like that could happen if somebody has the money and they want to start their own league. They can go ahead and like try to take some of the top golfers and move them to a different league to try to compete. And like.
Yeah, well, I mean, you guys are talking about sports, but I take this into like film, right? Like, you talk about like black people being underrepresented in film. Spike Lee, he's a very good example of someone who, instead of like trying to like force Hollywood to accept him, he did his own shit.
Yep.
He created his own media company, and
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then, like, I think that's such...
Didn't Adam Sandler do a lot of his own shit?
Oh, yeah, Happy Madison.
Sure. Which he's not black.
No.
Yeah,
I know
he
he's talked about, like, with the way that he even dresses when he goes out and about and goes to, like, famous things. And he'll wear, like, a fucking raggedy-ass coat and basketball shorts. He's like, I'm comfortable in this. He's like, I'm not trying to show off for anybody. He didn't like the way that Hollywood worked, but he loved what he did for work. It's like, that shit is... I feel like that just doesn't happen anymore. The NFL even is like a good example when it comes to like big players, right? Devontae Adams. Not a bad move to be going to the Rams at all. No. They had an opening with Cooper Kupp gone.
Yep.
This is what I hate though. He says, I want to win a ring. I want to win a ring. All right? if you wanted to win a ring, you would have gone somewhere more obvious. You would have gone to Philadelphia. You would have gone to the
I'd like to argue.
What?
Rams were probably, they played the Philadelphia Eagles the closest out of the playoffs.
Okay.
They were like one or two plays away from being in the Super Bowl and probably winning it.
The point is, though, if you wanted to win a ring that bad, you could have gone somewhere with a better chance. The point is, they also want to get paid.
Yeah.
And they want to get paid in a specific margin. Like, dude, if I was Patrick Mahomes right now, which obviously I'm not that talented, yes, I would want to make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But if I was making 20 million, how much is he getting paid right now?
He probably makes somewhere in like 40 to something. He's not the highest paid, but he like took a team-friendly deal over 10 years, yeah.
I'm thinking, dude, if I'm in here making $25 million a year for 4 years, on top of brand deals, my name already, things like that, it's like my family is going to be set. And it'd be like, I want to win championships, so I am going to take a much lesser pay, so that you can put fucking stars around
and
me
not
at
to
every
hover
fucking
around
angle.
sports too much so Coleman doesn't get bored. But they also, like the NFLPA, Patrick Mahomes took a team-friendly deal. Tom Brady always did. They win a bunch. Like, that's what they do. But the NFLPA will also come in and they'll say, hey, you cannot take the substantial less amount of money because it fucks future quarterback deals it fucks future quarterback deals.
It's fucking
so like, because now
shit.
Trevor Lawrence gets paid like 52 or 55 million. It's like they get huge contracts, but they're not going to allow Patrick Mahomes to take like 30 million a year to get a better team around him because they want quarterbacks to be paid a certain amount.
They also don't want us to win fucking 4 more championships in 5 years.
Yeah, that's true too. They don't want that.
Because they can get that smoke, Coleman.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would actually maybe be interested in watching that, but I have no internet right now.
Watching what?
The Masters.
Oh yeah, it's good.
It's like one of the golf is like one of I don't like really intensely get into it, but like I could have that on the background. Be like, yeah,
that's what I think. Yeah. I took a nap this morning, watched all the players who made the cut but aren't competing. Now all the good players are playing for the.
And I thought I was an old fucking man. Sitting around watching golf.
And taking a nap. My grandpa does that.
He's fucking great. Yeah, and it catches up to you quick, boys. Life catches up to you fast.
That's what I should do when I go on vacation here in a couple weeks. So bring the clubs, bring a couple golf balls. Because I'll be... Dude, we're in like the Chattanooga mountain area. And so we're up in the mountains.
In Colorado?
No, in
Tennessee.
Georgia.
Oh,
LJ,
cool.
Georgia. So I think it's like real close to Tennessee. But we're up there in the mountains, fat ass Airbnb, and it shows like all the trails. It's down by a creek, and fucking hot tub out there, fire pit, ping pong tables. I mean, the thing is fucking fat, dude. So I'm thinking maybe I bring the clubs. You know what I'm saying? Couple golf balls, couple tees, and just smack some into the woods.
Yep.
Nice. My speaking of my grandpa again, he has like a vacation home in Savannah.
Nice.
He goes for like half the year. But one time he took me to where they filmed the scene in Forrest Gump where he's running.
Oh,
yeah, that shit was tight. It looks just like it. Like you see the road and all the trees come down. One of the most overrated movies of all time.
I loved it as a kid, but
you watch it as an adult, you're like, this kind of sucks.
As a kid, I like loved it, but yeah.
I feel like that's most things I try to rewatch from back then. I'm just like, dude, they do shit way better now.
Except Spider-Man 2. That movie's still good.
It's a good one. Spider-Man 2 is a good one.
I think it's one of the best superhero movies ever made.
That's the one where
Doc
fucking... Yeah. Oh, it is Doc Ock?
Yep.
Okay, I thought... So 3 is Sandman. And then 2 is Doc Ock and fucking... What's his name becomes the Goblin, too. His
Harry.
son. Yeah, Harry.
Yeah. That one did kind of suck. But, like, you know, honestly, I even rewatched that a couple years ago. I was like, this isn't, like, the worst
The Tobey
movie.
Maguire Spider-Man were not bad, dude. They were not bad.
He's the best Spider-Man, like, period, in my opinion. Like, he emulated the character perfectly.
He was my favorite, too.
Yes.
I just wish that he wasn't so old.
Well, like...
He's just like an actual adult just posing as a teenager.
Well, I haven't seen the one where it's, like... the multiverse or whatever.
Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
It is a good one.
Oh, yeah.
I have yet to see it.
I liked it.
But like I know like the other two Spider-Man they just don't seem to fit the character. Like they just seem like they're like
Andrew
too
Garfield,
popular.
yeah, a little like, but he's kind of nerdy, but kind of not. Tom Holland, I don't know.
They have some coolness to them, but
People
like Tobey
love
Maguire
Tom
didn't.
Holland, but I like Toby's. Peter Parker, to be honest. Maybe I didn't
not a
like him
big
as Spider-Man,
Spider-Man guy,
but like
but I
as
think
Peter
Tom
Parker,
Holland's good.
Toby kind of nailed it down.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I
What?
think Tom Holland is solid.
I haven't seen
And I'm
any of
not
his
a
stuff, so
Spider-Man guy. Dude, I'm sweating like a
I think
bitch on
Pedro cried when all the Spider-Men popped out during that multiverse.
That's
Pedro
insane,
has
bro.
tears down
Hitting
his
out.
face, dude.
what's your superhero choice? Don't have one. I'm not into it anymore, but like I don't watch any of the Marvel stuff
I
or anything.
think
But
the superhero movies are super cool. But like, dude, like with Pedro, I can't watch one. He'll be like, "Oh yeah, he said that because of this, and that."
Oh,
because
he's, like, into it?
Because then in the
Damn.
comics, this happens, and it's like, didn't care. Like I just thought it was a cool scene. Like I mean, like, and I get that you're into it, but like, I just when I was a little kid, I never spent time doing that. When I was a little kid, dude, most of it I remember is like we're outside playing football. Dodgeball,
Catch me outside.
kickball,
Yeah.
fucking riding our bikes around was huge. We rode our bikes everywhere, all the time, all fucking day. A Saturday, Sunday.
Take your friends around.
Yeah, exactly. The Heavens. Did you ever like go to the Heavens? Like, I don't know if you were. So it's like off the bike trail in Oskaloosa. You cut into the woods, and there's a section where a bunch of high schoolers like made a whole fucking like bowl and shit like that, and it's like all made out of clay and
That's
shit.
tight.
And fucking, it ended up being on somebody's property that I got all pissed when they found out. But I think it's still technically there. But like, yeah, we'd go out and do that shit, and we just spent hours there, dude.
Where was that?
Watch
In
kids,
Oski?
yeah. So in Oski, like kind of up near. So if you were like at Edmonton, heading up towards like Subway,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
like you cut off underneath the railroad tracks on the bike trail.
Gotcha.
And it's fucking just, I mean, that's what we did, bro. And then, yeah, I ended up getting video games. We go play PS2 and shit. One of, like, the biggest memories, the things we did for fun, I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on here before, though, is, like, where we go into a room, turn all the lights off, and have a CD war.
yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah. I mean, like, dude, we did that probably 3 times a week on average from, like, age 7 to 10.
Yeah, we used to play Jackass and shoot each other with airsoft guns. played football and all that.
Trying to bounce each other over the net of the trampoline. I mean, like, this is like shit that we did. And like, yeah, the video games obviously became a big part of it as I got a little bit older. But like, no, even with the video games, dude, it would still be like, oh yeah, today we gamed all day and now we're out and about. Going floating on the South Skunk. I mean, like, kids these days, they just fucking... They don't get it.
It is different.
Nobody wants to work
And it's
anymore.
crazy. You never know what it's like to like be a kid nowadays. But like, yeah, there was a good mixture our age. We definitely were outside a bunch. The internet had just really started when we were young. Like, computers weren't a thing. No things like TikTok to fucking just
Well, some
watch
people
all
had-
day.
I feel like some people had
YouTube
computers.
wasn't a thing yet, really,
No,
until we were
YouTube
older.
2005.
Yeah, but like when I guess I'm thinking of like young, because I would have been 10 by then, I guess.
Yeah, how... Fuck, damn. Yeah, I would have only been like 9.
You know, I was watching. Have you guys seen Adolescence? It's a show on Netflix where this kid he basically gets charged with murder. He's like into they kind of insinuate all like the Andrew Tate shit. It was a little woke, but but one of the things that was just crazy
Dude,
and is
a
like
hot protein shake. Sorry. He just whipped out that protein shake. I was like, dude, it's hot out here.
Nah, I gotta drink it fast.
True. But in the show, like one of the things is like this chick like had nude, like she sent like a 13-year-old like sent a nude to her boyfriend, and then like it got passed around the whole school, school, and like I grew up in a small town, so maybe I'm just naive, but like I never really remember having anything like that happen in school. Maybe that was different
You want
for
to
you
hear
guys.
something? All right, I'm gonna
go
give you a story
Go
here.
for
So
it.
when I was the one and only time I ever sent a dick pic, and I was like, I think it was the 8th grade, and it was this bitch named Michaela, dude, and she was a little thought. Like, she was running around. She was just fucking trying to get with 3 different guys in our class. But I sent my first dick pic ever. And then the next day, like, at the beginning of our PE class in our first period, the fucking Luckily, this teacher liked me, and it was like a warning shot. It was kind of like we found out she went and told the teachers, I think she ratted me out even though she asked for it, like you could see in the messages, and hopefully that's why they got that far. And then so he was like, people have been sending inappropriate messages around, and I knew instantly it was about me, and he's like, we don't want to hear this happen again. So I never got in any trouble for it.
That's good.
But yeah, the only time I've ever sent a dick pic, I haven't ever sent one after that. I was like, you fucking bitches are out here just conniving on me, dude. You're gonna ask for a dick pic, then you're gonna run and tell the teachers the next day, and then obviously it's about me the next morning when it comes to the announcement that they made to our PE class. Yeah, fucking bitch. Fuck you, Michaela. Go to hell.
That's why you don't send dick pics.
And I learned that was the only time. I haven't sent one since.
That's why you guys don't even ask for nudes either.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I told you. Shit. I told you did you get stung?
No.
Oh, that's good. Dude, it landed right on this table. That's why I jumped.
That didn't look like no fucking
Dude, there's
hornet.
a hornet, bro. It's a hornet, bro. That thing's bucking.
That was a fucking hornet.
Yeah. I saw it land right on the table. Wasp, hornet, what the fuck ever. It looks scary.
Hornets are fucking huge.
It was pretty big.
Yeah.
It's pretty big when it lands on you. You're going to be like, oh, fuck.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get stung by a wasp either.
If it's like a bee, I'll like be chill. Not pun intended. But
yeah, wasps are definitely different. They'll land on you. They'll be like, did this motherfucker just twitch? Sting you. It's like, dude, motherfucker, you landed on me.
I remember one time at camp, I was running around and I stepped on a bee. And I was like, oh no, and I literally lifted my foot, and as I lifted my foot, it stung me.
Yeah, I had to go to the nurse stepped on a bee before too.
Dude, that's the first time I ever got stung by a bee. I mean, I stepped on the ground. We were out playing football in the yard, and just fucking stepped on the ground, and I was instantly just, what the fuck?
Yep.
I thought something like stabbed me in the foot.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Essentially, it did. But
it's like stepping on a nail or something.
I swear, I'm not like. They think I have like some sort of like light allergy to bees. Like when I get stung, the shit welts up, and it welts up bad. But like my face doesn't swell and shit like that.
That's good.
So it's not like it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But nah. Yeah, that shit did fucking hurt like a bitch. I didn't walk for like a whole day.
Damn. My sister's allergic to the cold.
The what?
The cold.
Like having the cold.
No, like being in. I don't know how bad it is as an adult, but like as a kid, it was like she had to like bundle up in coats like everywhere. We had to like take special precautions.
She had, like, shiver
So
attack?
she's anemic.
I don't know if that's the term. I just know that she was like she could like break out in hives, and like she had an EpiPen and everything. It was some really super rare thing. It was crazy.
I thought you meant like, because I'm pretty sure people that are anemic are low in iron.
Yeah, no, something like that.
Real fast.
No, like it would like. I've told people over the years, and like they don't believe me. I'm like, dude, I like we lived in this shit. Like we lived like knowing like, yeah, she cannot be out in the cold too long, or she will like, you might have to take her to the hospital. Like it's that bad.
Whites.
It probably was white. If that happened in a black family, people are like, I suck it up.
They'd be like, dude, you're fucking done.
We're not paying for the EpiPen.
$300. Oh no.
Oh, you're gonna have to suck it up.
We're moving to Florida, baby.
Well, that just shows you how like egotistical my family is. Is like that would have been like the solution, right? Like, okay, maybe we should relocate to somewhere warmer, so our daughter doesn't have to live with this. But no, they're like, my dad was county attorney, so he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep that shit.
Yeah, your child learning a valuable lesson though. Sometimes life fucks you.
That is true.
Dude, I remember I should have sent it to the group. I saw this video. It's like a bunch of Down syndrome guys dressed in drag, and the very last one is black. And then it like in the video it opens up the comment section, and the top comment is, "Bro got nerfed 3 times." I was like, yo, like, you guys are fucked up. I can't believe we never showed it on the podcast.
That's so funny.
I guess it would have been whatever, but there's this chick on there, Wise Words with Neve or whatever, and they showed it though on like Tom Segura's podcast. But I had already seen this girl on Instagram long before that. There's a fucking spider on me, and then I just fucking ash all over me.
It's just a spider.
I don't fuck with spiders.
I think I'd rather have a spider on me than a bee.
Yeah.
Damn,
that's
dude, I
true.
wish I could go
Or a
back and
hornet,
find
a
that now,
wasp.
because now I forgot what it said.
Spiders are poisonous though.
Yeah, some. Like, not very. I've gotten spider bites before, and I'm still alive.
Going back to Spider-Man, I guess I always just think of like the huge, like every time I see a spider, I don't like get scared of spiders like that, but
Yeah.
like I always just have in the back of my head like this thing could, like I don't know, it could kill me.
I
Who
kind of
knows?
got over my fear because I would like in my garage I would have my weightlifting stuff, and I'd like in the winter there'd just be spiders hanging around on the wall, and I'd be like, me and you, we're cool. We're at a standby right now. You get to chill there, I get to work out,
Yeah.
and we're just gonna hang out, all right?
Yeah, it's not that bad, but like, I tell you what, like, if I'm laying in bed and I see something out of the corner of my eye, and then there's a spider that goes across my pillow, and then I lose it,
Yeah, that's.
I probably just won't sleep in there. And it's not that like I'm scared of spiders, but it's like
Lauren
I don't fucking
unclicks
like.
a grenade, drops it in the room, walks out.
Yeah,
like,
it's like
I'll
that.
be
he
No,
back.
just starts shooting it.
No, you just leave the room for the night, and it fucking travels along on its own. It'll get out of there.
I have this guy at work, so like I can't say the name of the company because I said NDA, but basically my job is clean data halls, like data stuff. So like how it works is like there are filtration rooms upstairs that like catch all the bugs and shit, and then like it goes down to the servers and like the hot air comes back up. So my job is like clean out the bugs basically.
Okay.
And there's this guy that works with me who is scared of spiders.
That's
And
his job.
and he's been there for like a year, and I'm like, dude.
He's getting
you gotta
over
find-
his fear, at least.
I mean, but not really though, because apparently he just like if there's like a spider somewhere, he just won't clean it. Like there's like he had the option to go like to the older building or like the newer building, but like the older building's like the easiest building, and he turned it down. I'm like, why the fuck did you turn? Like that's the easiest job here, and he's just like spiders, dude. Too many spiders there. Like, why are you even here, dude?
That's funny shit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess he's getting over his fear. Good for him, but like, I don't know. I would find another way to do that. Not my job. My job, I want to stay safe as possible. I'm sure.
Shit,
You guys
I remember working around roaches and shit at Cargill.
yeah, gotta get over it somehow. I guess. I'm sure you guys have heard the good news recently.
Oh,
Our
Kimmy.
governor, good old Kimmy is. Who's calling?
Hello? Yeah, I'm on
Fucking
the podcast
operation
right
is
now.
this?
Yeah, cutting me off.
I bet. Maybe tomorrow. I bet.
Is that some chick wants some dick?
No, calls about golfing.
Ooh, who wants to go?
Andrew Silvers. I don't know if you know who that is.
I vaguely know who that is.
You know, part of me does want to try golfing with you guys, but
We should just make a
Tupac.
YouTube video.
yeah, that would be.
Then culminate.
Dude, I tried to say that like a year ago.
I mean, I've wanted to do that. It's just like every time I think about doing it, I think about the editing. Because I have the pieces. I got the GoPro for the cart. I've got my Sony. You set it up behind, and like, it's just like we'd have to find a time where we know no one's gonna be behind us, or we're gonna have to let a lot of people pass through.
We could just go do
And then
9,
the
though,
editing
too.
after is just gonna fucking suck, dude.
I think doing just 9.
Yeah, definitely just do a 9.
And we could also tab up too, so everybody get
And
a
we could do it
fucking
quick. I've
notepad
got the
and be
tripod
like, oh, hey,
too.
this time, that time, this time.
Yeah,
Sure.
and it would be in order. It'd be like, this is golf cart for hole 1, like when you press play. And then, yeah, so you do that, you'd have like the 9 different golf cart sessions. And then we could have it set up, like get out there, get the tripod set up, kind of like how this one is, get the camera and get it
Dude, I
lined
feel
up.
like you're making this way too complicated.
Well, no, I mean, that's how you have to do it, but you just have to be on
Yeah.
top of it.
That's
you have to
if
make
you're
it
fucking
quick.
doing like a professional golf stream, I guess.
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't
you want to
think
have
they
good
need to see
shots.
us
I mean, I
golf
have
the
the
entire
equipment, so why
time.
wouldn't I make it good if I've got the good equipment to make it good?
Because then you got to find the time to fucking take hours and hours to edit
Probably
it
like
all.
2.5 to 3.
we could even like put the first bit off it for free and then put the rest behind the paywall.
Yeah.
And then like if you edit it well, I'll be like, ooh, I want to see the rest of that. But my problem is A, I fucked up my back when I was younger, and B, I used to golf. But well, A, it's expensive. Like not
It's
A, but B,
expensive,
it is
yeah.
expensive. That's kind of part of the problem with like I'd have to buy clubs and everything. But like, dude, I would get so mad when I golf. I would break clubs. I would just slam my club into a tree and break. I probably broke like
I broke one
3-4
club so
clubs
far this year.
How many?
One. Just one this year. I broke 1 or 2 last year.
Dude, I knew it would be like that too because of disc golfing with him. I mean, he threw this shot, and I don't know, he really wanted to get this hole in like 2. And he got close. He was close. But they just threw his fucking disc into the fucking bushes, like down into the creek. Didn't play the next hole because he was looking for it.
I would go disc golfing with you guys.
Hey, I'd be down to go to Becky Zellick. I like that place. You went to that one, right? The one that's like, it's like in the woods, kind of, and then it's across the. You got the holes like along the river.
Is that the one where it's like just a few holes in, where it's just like straight line down trees?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like
that one's a hard
curves
disc
at
golf
the
course
end,
for
like-
sure. And it's in Prospect Park, so there's always like random drug deals and stuff going on down there. Cops driving through.
Fuck it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not scared.
We was out there fucking zooted and booted.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're all out there fucked up playing
Yeah,
disc
then that
golf.
one in Ankeny when we had that big group of people go with us that one day. Connor's bitching about going up the hill.
Yeah, I may or may not have been pretty mean to Connor that day.
That's one of the few things I miss about like when I think of like good memories of drinking. Definitely taking a flask out on a front course. And just fucking-
I agree. I haven't been drinking a ton. I drank a
A
little
flask?
bit last night.
yeah.
Nigga, we just bring the bottle. Dead ass. Like, we just bring the fucking bottle. Yeah, we'll be fine. Be in the woods most of the time.
Yeah,
Smoking
but it's harder
smoking
to
a
carry,
blunt,
though.
hold
Hey,
a
it's a
hole.
one-way. Oh, they're pulling in.
Oh, I take this up all the time, dude.
You're an asshole.
I did that today. I was like, I got to the end. I was like, oh, no cars. Right around.
See, I don't do that because I'm brown.
Yeah, they fucking pull you. Just start
As soon as
beating
they
your
pull me
ass.
over, I'm gonna be like, "What'd you pull me over for?" And they'll be like, "We'll get to that. Step out of the vehicle." And I'm like, "Oh, son of a bitch! You think your
Fuck
neighbors fucking
oh.
hate us?"
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really like talk with any of them, but he's chill. He smokes.
I don't
He's
talk to any
kinda-
of my neighbors either. It's like a pastime thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, having like a friendly neighborhood.
Yeah, I mean, like it is like a good. Like I do think it's a good idea to like
Love
at
that
least-
neighbor.
Well, at least be cool with them, right? Because like then if you're doing some dumb shit, like they're less likely to call
Yeah,
the
that's
fucking cops
true.
on you.
I do agree with that.
I also
Yeah,
don't do
some
dumb
of these
shit,
neighbors
so-
though, like when I was on the east side and me and Pedro had that house, these neighbors right next to us, they could be some fucking bitches, dude. This lady came banging on the door one day at 7 a.m.
Jesus.
Oh, no.
because they were plowing the side of the street that I was parked on. And she was like, "The plows are going to get you stuck in. They're going to get you stuck in." I'm like, "Lady, it's 7 o'clock in the morning and you're banging on my door like the house is on fire." It's like, get the fuck out of here right now. It's like, let them and then you know what? They fucking plowed around it. There's a big round of snow around my vehicle. I backed it up a little bit, fucking hammered the gas, fucking boom, boom, boom. Right
over
through
it.
that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
When I came home, I get to the outside, I fucking whip it in hard as shit and fucking boom, boom, boom. Right in
Lady,
there.
you must not know where we're from.
They don't ticket you for that? Like if your car's in the way when they
Go
plow?
ahead, I won't pay it. You think I'm playing? Fuck
Hey, that good for you, man. I would not pay tickets if.
Dude, I've got a court appointment
I don't-
tomorrow for fucking no insurance, and I'm really hoping since I have insurance now they'll let it go, because it's like $400.
Damn, you got
isn't it?
pulled over and they gave you a ticket?
Yeah, but I haven't had insurance since you gave me the car, so technically, like, it evens out pretty well. Like how much I haven't paid in insurance, but I do. But I think that they will. I think that they will let it off tomorrow. I'm at least manifesting it.
Dude, I had to go to court the last time I got in a fender bender. I'm like, I'm going to court for this? And they're like, yeah. It was just to get the maximum amount of money out of me. Like,
Oh
'cause
yeah.
I just pled guilty, and then they were like, all right. But
It was your fault?
Yeah, it was my fault. But the anarchist in me was kind of like, should I just plead not guilty just to fight the system? Pay
You're
3 times
talking
more.
to your dad. You're like, not guilty, father.
Fuck that.
No, I did talk to him about it beforehand. He was my quote-unquote legal counsel. Not technically, but because he's a judge, but he knows this shit. So, yeah. Anyways, Kim Reynolds
Oh yeah.
is gone. Not gone. She's about to be gone.
But never forgotten.
Never forgot.
This is a perfect time for me to announce that I'll be running for governor of Iowa. Why is that funny?
I kind of want to run as a
Are you
joke.
old enough?
Yeah. You'd be like 27.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm also running for governor of Iowa.
So am I.
All right.
Go ahead. You can vote them if you want to, but if you want to have some lame ass niggas,
Bro, we
You go
should have
right ahead.
another a debate. A governor debate.
bro, I got my whole platform already.
I actually don't want to be governor, so.
Yeah, that sounds like a shit job.
But I will. I'll let you guys debate, and I'll be
I'll be
unbiased.
I'll be here, dude. I'm getting shit. I'm getting shit fucking done. We were talking about it last night, and I actually forgot some of the things that I had on my mind.
Damn,
you know what I'm
dude.
saying?
Was it legalized marijuana?
Mm-mm.
Damn.
We actually wouldn't do that.
Damn, holding
We
us
would
down.
decriminalize the
Oh.
possession of marijuana
Nice.
That's a step.
up to like I don't know how much.
A pound.
An issue I see with legalization in the state of Iowa is the fact that there's a lot of people who, first of all, don't want that, and you got to make Iowans happy. Like you have to. There's a lot of people
Why
who
don't
need
they
that.
want it?
Regardless, there's a lot of Iowans.
They don't have a good
There's
point.
a lot of well, I don't know. I don't know why. I don't fucking ask people why. But regardless, the point is there's a lot of Iowans in small areas who don't want that. I also see a really big negative in the fact that we have some of the lowest rent prices in the entire nation. And I think it's absolutely going to flood our fucking market. I mean, look at rent prices now. A lot of these rent prices are like, holy fucking shit. Like, when did a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom in Des Moines need to be $14.50 a fucking month to rent? You want to see it go up higher? You want to see the development of more apartment buildings quicker than we can fucking think?
Wait, so you
Then
want
let's-
to raise the rent price?
No.
Oh, okay. I
I'm
was
saying if
confused
you
for a second.
legalized marijuana, it's going to flood Iowa. There's going to be a few 100,000 people here within like, I could see it going up 200,000 people over like 3 to 5 years. And that's quite a few fucking people, maybe even more than that.
Don't you think it's a little different nowadays? I mean, because like in the days of like when Colorado first legalized it, like that was a big problem. Like everybody flooded to Colorado and everything went up. But like I don't know if you think about like most of the states surrounding us, it's legal. I just don't know if it
And
would
those
quite be the
states
flooding.
still
that-
don't have like that's why I talked about our national like rent average.
Mm.
The average rent, we've got to be in the bottom 5. We've got to be. We're probably
yeah.
bottom 3 for pricing.
I don't know if
People
it's-
are gonna be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
it's legal there. We can move here now, buy this shit legally, so we don't really have to worry about being criminals, and they have good rent prices." It's like there's going to be a lot of people here real fucking quick, and I don't think that'd be beneficial on our economy. I also don't think it's beneficial for our people though to put people in jail for marijuana possession.
Mm-mm.
Like, I mean, I'd want it like up to a 1/4 ounce of marijuana, probably up to an ounce of concentrates on your person, and then if you have more than that, it's a ticket. And if you get caught for distributing, we can talk about that.
No, do you think that Kim did, going back to Kim a little bit, now
Sure.
that we've got our what Lauren wants to do when he becomes governor? He's got my vote. Lauren's got my vote. Doesn't take much for me.
Yeah, he is the populist.
But
Populist
Kim,
vote.
so what happened, right? All 50 states rated their governors, right? And then Iowa was the only one that had a negative rating on our governor. And then the next day she was like, you know
I'm
what,
done.
Iowans? I see that you all still fucking hate me.
Well, I saw her video response. It was like, after careful consideration, talking to my family, we have decided that we're not going to seek re-election.
Good.
Yeah, thank God.
So many people are way too hype about it, though. First of all, you got the grouping of idiots in Iowa that are like, we have to vote Democrat.
yeah.
You're stupid. Stop saying that stuff.
I was gonna
publicly.
ask, do you guys know anything about who's got a shot? Does the Democratic Party in Iowa have a good shot? Is the Republicans gonna send up basically a younger Kim Reynolds?
I don't know who they've got coming, but I am with people on like, yo, dude, like this could get worse. This could get worse.
I don't.
And it's
I mean,
such
it could
a-
always
such
get
a low
worse.
bar, though. It's already so bad.
I mean, yeah, but it still could get worse.
Potentially.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, that's the point. That
Yeah.
it could potentially get worse.
I'm not saying it.
They could put 2 trash cans in front of us, and you got a load of fucking idiots
Like
out
our
here.
presidential
that's
elections
still-
for the last 8 years.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna be fucking like. There's so many people that already hate Kim Reynolds so much, and then they hate Donald Trump that they're gonna just right away vote Democrat, and we might get some fucking meatball in there that doesn't know their head from an ass.
Well, and that's the problem with Iowa Democrats is like I think objectively, if you elected a Democratic governor, like it would just get so much worse. Everything would get so much more expensive. Taxes would go up. Like I can't even. DeGier maybe. Or something. Whoever the last.
I was gonna say, when's the last time we had a Democratic governor?
Well, not a governor, but the governor-elect. The last governor election, she wouldn't even say that she would legalize pot. Yeah. She it was like on the ballot. She's like, it just hasn't decided. So they probably wouldn't do it either.
Left-leaning conservative. Basically is what we got in Iowa.
I definitely think that would. Well, like I said though too, I think. If you're thinking democratically, you still want a strong economy. It doesn't matter whether you're left or right on that. And I just don't see where... I think there is going to be a big boost in economy right away. Mm-hmm. But I think there's going to be a lot of work, a lot of real hard work to be done to make sure that evens out and doesn't start to fucking crash.
Why do you think the Democratic vote would boost the economy? Like if we had a Democratic person.
I didn't say it would.
Oh, I thought that's what you were just saying.
I'm talking about the legalization.
Okay.
The legalization, I think, quickly would boost it, but then it's like it could be a big climb to a real quick drop.
Yeah, because honestly, I do like the size of Des Moines. I don't want bigger cities to infiltrate because we do have a low housing market and stuff. I do like that Des Moines feels like a city, but also still feels like a really big town at times. So
the first thing you have to do, I mean, if you want to grow this city, you got to take more businesses first, which obviously we've seen developments of them doing that. I'm bringing more things to Des Moines, business oriented, right? The professional soccer stadium, I fucking hope that would bring. Now, it would fucking drive up some rent prices as well, I do believe. I think it's going to bring more people here. But, like, the popularity and the jobs that it could provide will be massive. But you get those businesses, then you get the housing. And then the people will come. There's the job opportunity here now. We already have housing available. And since there's not such a small margin of housing, people don't have to jack up the rent prices. They can get people to fill. But people always work ass backwards. Like the way Ankeny just blew up, they got a shit ton of new businesses. Now they're still building a shit ton of apartment buildings because that's the only thing they had time for. They're like, dude, we got to get people in here to build more apartments. Like, we don't even have the time to come up with a development plan to build actual houses that people can then purchase. Well, then they got the
college there, so, like, the more businesses, like, the more college students go out, and, like, which not all of them have money, but, like, they do have the college over there, too, and they want apartments for college kids, probably, who want to move out there.
Something always slacks, though. Like, that's why they fucking every summer for the last 3 years are working on every fucking road. Mm-hmm. Every fucking road is getting extended. And it's like, yeah, because you fucking idiots decided you wanted to boost your population and then hardly had any good streets to put it on. It's like, what the fuck? You can't even get a semi through this fucking bitch right now. What are we doing?
Don't you think that would, like, over time, though, like I see the point of, like, the raised rent prices, but don't you think over time that would, like, eventually, like, if we took, like, you know, if we had a Republican-esque governor who, like, also legalized, like this probably won't happen, but let's just say we had like a Republican governor that did legalize cannabis and like took away restrictions. Like, I do think over time, like, yeah, there might be a slight boost because every time a new market is introduced, it is more expensive, but then over time it decreases. And I do wonder if, like, yeah, it would be more expensive, but, like, you know, with the more businesses, more people, like, eventually that would all even out and it would still be cheaper than whatever New York or LA or whatever city.
Yeah, it would eventually.
Yeah.
But then people like you and I, who already live here and have been living here, sit at our same level of job opportunity, and then the rent price goes up first.
Well, I don't think
so. The rent price average rises, even if it's only by $100. So now, when we look at the market for somewhere to move, the rent prices are already going up, and the new jobs haven't even started hiring yet. Like, it happens all the time.
Well, I just don't know. I don't agree with the idea that, like, the job opportunity would stay the same. I think the job opportunity would grow with that.
I just said, like, the job opportunity would grow, but I said rent grows first.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
So it's like we gotta wait on more pay. It's like the same thing as being at a job and they're like, hey, we're gonna give you more responsibility to see if you're worthy of more pay. So first we gotta work harder, and then later it's like, oh, okay, now I'm making enough. And then something always happens where it's like, okay, now things are starting to even out. Got a nice job, paying me well. Rent prices are steady. This is balanced. And then the rent prices go up again.
Yeah.
And then we wait later for the wages to go up. I mean, we already know that there's a huge disparity in like how much money on average somebody makes compared to rent prices. Like, I mean, it's like how much we used to make 30 years ago compared to rent prices was a much smaller gap than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like we got to find a way to lower that. It does matter what they're doing federally as well, though, right now too. But
Well,
it's
that's
like
part of the
I'm
problem,
not.
yeah.
I wouldn't do something in that type of powerful position that I'd be like, I'm not sure where this is going to take us. I'm confident that it would leave our economy in a beneficial spot to decriminalize marijuana, the possession of it.
That's a great step. Yeah.
I just don't think long term right now, unless somebody could show me better data, that just legalizing it right now is going to hold the benefit. That brings me to another point, though. We're going to push medical marijuana harder. We're going to get the prices lower. And when you get a med card, you're not going to lose your gun rights.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, in Iowa.
Really?
You lose your gun rights if you get a med card.
Damn. That's
Yeah.
retarded.
Don't agree with it? Unconstitutional.
Yeah.
Our state law does not supersede the Constitution, so it wouldn't happen. We're also going to legalize drinking and driving. So
I mean, basically,
DUIs
already is legal.
DUIs still set precedent, right? You blow over a .08 or a .08 or above, still can catch yourself a DUI, and there's going to be harsh punishment. But you work a nice 12-hour day out in the sun. You want to drink one beer on your hour drive home? Absolutely.
Maybe 2.
I think it sounds damn right American. Downright American.
I know I have this bottle of Jameson in the cup holder, but I just got off work.
Yeah. I mean, if you're sitting at a .03, I might be like, dude, you better put that thing. How far are you going? All right, put that thing down. Just wait till you get home. It's only 5 more minutes. I think it would leave a lot more people in an area where they would make the better decision. They'd be like, all right, officer, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I agree. Yeah,
I just don't get it. I can go to a bar, I can sit there and drink till I'm at a .05, but if I do that while I'm in a car, now I'm a criminal. It just doesn't math. The math ain't mathing.
I mean, I agree. I think the argument to that would be that you're like operating a vehicle. I mean, I don't like, you know, we've had this argument before.
I mean, I get that, but I could still operate the vehicle legally. A .05 is a .05.
That's
it's in
true.
the legal limit.
That's true.
So we're gonna have some people that make some bad decisions on that one. We're gonna get it.
We're always gonna have people that make bad decisions.
And when
That's
people
inevitable.
hate me for saying it, we bring them right back in when I talk about how much money we're gonna give farmers. We're gonna give farmers money, but doesn't matter if it's hogs, cattle. I don't care if you're fucking growing soybeans, buddy. You're getting some fucking paper right out of the tax dollars'
we're not gonna.
pocket.
So I was sitting at this Southside Italian restaurant. I might have talked about it before on here, but we were like sitting next to some politicians, and they were all getting a little loosey goosey with the drinks, and they were just talking shit on farmers. They're like, we need to make sure that farmers either get a job during the off season or we send them to rehab. And I was like, what the fuck is this conversation, bro? Yeah, I wish I could remember what it was an Italian restaurant on the south side. I forget what the fucking, maybe
watch out, dude. You're going to get the mafia after you.
I don't fucking care. Don't be a dick to farmers. I'm from Southeast Iowa, boy. There was a cornfield right across from my school, and you're going to sit here and talk shit on the people who fucking grow the crops for this country?
Yeah. No, I agree. Like
it just seemed like insulting for no reason. It's like, what do you think of farmers? You just think they're a bunch of no good drunks, addicts, like all in their off season? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, they might be.
I mean, true. Aren't we all?
Well, like, I mean, think of like we legalized cannabis, like how that industry would skyrocket,
Yeah.
right? Like, and then not just for them, like for everyone. Like,
Or hemp in general.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like legalizing hemp. Yeah, that would be a
like
game changer.
Yeah, like you have a product that like is cheaper and like helps people. Like, yeah, that's going to be
more
way more
sustainable,
beneficial.
faster to grow.
Yes,
doesn't take out our
exactly.
forests.
Yeah. Need more Iowa farmers. I think what sucks these days, too, though, is at least to my knowledge, that back in the day, it was more like, oh, we're going to grow these things because, like, okay, we can make money here, we can make money there. Whereas, like, now it's so like you have to follow the demand. Like you have to follow the biggest demand in order to make your way as a farmer and not collapse during those off seasons. So it's like beans, soy, corn. And it's like, you know, we have such beautiful land in Iowa. We could grow an abundance of things and make sure that the primary sources of those food are sending it to Iowa places.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure that more Iowa farms are feeding Iowa schools. So instead of fucking buying canned corn from some large corporation, we're sourcing as local as possible.
No, I agree. I mean, and that would drive the price down if it was localized. Like,
and it would help them get more work.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to be able to, like, sell. I mean, it's less transport for them. They can get it off quick. They know that they're going to have a demand for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that would, I mean, talking about like the I mean, that would naturally drive people here and like just that boosts the economy if we didn't have to abide by like these corporate laws or entities or whatever, you know?
Yeah, it's a fucking huge issue. The problem is, though, it always falls to the same issue. Doing things that way will bring balance. They'll bring balance to that market within itself, right? It's like, oh yeah, now Iowa farmers, we got this guy, he's got the hogs, and then I'm the biggest corn farmer here.
Yep.
And then this guy's like, well, we already had the biggest corn farmer. We still do make corn, but we're gonna grow more potatoes because we had a lack in potatoes, you know. And these schools, these jails, these fucking hospitals, shit like that. There's people that need fed. But then it brings balance and nobody gets rich. People just live a life well enough that they can afford the things that they want to do and pay their bills. And if somebody's not getting rich, somebody's pissed off. So
yeah, but that's true. But I think like if you were to talk like to the majority of people, Jesus Christ, there's like a lawnmower in the fucking thing.
It's a dope lawnmower. Could you imagine if you turn that into a lawnmower for real? That'd be fucking lit, dude. Your neighbors would be like, what the fuck is he doing in his yard right now?
He mowed the lawn in 5 minutes.
There's like 15 different spots where you can't even get it. And it's like, yo, dude, your grass grows uneven. It's like, yeah, I know.
I just run to the fence like, sorry.
Knock the shed over. They're like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Molly, I destroyed our shed. Sorry. We have to use our garage now. The economy.
The economy.
What does the time say on that?
2:20.
No.
Oh, on this?
Yeah.
I don't know how to read.
It should be counting up.
57 minutes.
Okay. We still got
No, I'm just kidding. It's an hour and 10.
Oh,
Just wanted to throw your mind for a loop right there real quick.
Do you want to keep going? Or we about the hour if you want to wrap up?
I mean, we could do whatever because I got...
Yeah,
she just told me to meet her at the office 3:15 to 3:30.
Okay.
So...
I'm still working my cigar, so... We can keep going.
I mean, we could just end the pod right now, though, and just chill.
We could.
All right.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Fuck y'all.